Good morning. I've already posted the second county assignment on the course homepage. This brief video will give you a resource for researching the health status and health risk factors for your county. It's pretty easy to navigate, but I'll kind of do a talk through the website just in case. Remember that you'll be using the same county for this assignment that you use for the demographic assessment. What you'll be doing now is a profile of that county's health. We've talked about some of the indicators of population health, the top 10 causes of death, life expectancy, infant mortality, and so on and so forth. These were also covered in Chapter 2. Note that you do not have to look at the infrastructure. That is, you don't have to look at the number of physicians available or number of hospitals or healthcare centers for this particular assignment. That goes in assignment. The first one is the County Health Rankings and Roadmaps. I've put the URL here and in the handout for you. If you open the PDF for the handout, you should be able to right-click and select Open Hyperlink to get to it. The County Health Rankings project is a collaborative effort between the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and the University of Wisconsin's Population Health Institute. And they have been the data gurus in the area of public health and socioeconomic status for at least 25 years. That is, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and University of Wisconsin. They have compiled descriptive data and calculated rankings for the counties in every state. They've collected this data from a variety of other resources which are cited within their website. So you can either enter your county and state here in the search box, or you can scroll down to the bottom of that page and there will be a map that you can click on. And here's the map that you'll see at the bottom of that web page. When I hover over the county that I want, it appears in blue. Then when I click on it, it takes me to two maps. And you'll see here that all the counties on that particular state pop up. There are rankings for health outcomes as well as for other factors. You'll want to look at both maps in order to get a complete picture of your county, both the green one and the blue one. Because I've been using Pulaski County in these examples, I'll check that one out. You can see right off the bat that Pulaski is in the highest ranked group for health factors, those factors that contribute to health, but only in the second highest group for healthcare outcomes. But look at some of the counties in the poorer areas of the state along the Mississippi. These are among the lowest ranked on both health factors and outcomes, and some of you chose some of these counties for your paper for the demographic assessment, and I'm sure that you found that there are very high rates of poverty in those counties as well. So these are the data for Pulaski County. I couldn't get the whole page posted here, so you will want to check out other indicators that are available. As I said before, you do not need to include factors like ratio of primary care physicians, dentists, and mental health professionals, etc. in this report. These will go in County Assignment 3. But if you scroll down, you will see that there are other social factors that are part of overall health outcomes, including violent crime and injury deaths, and it also shows measures of the physical environment, which plays a big role in health. If you want to look at more information on a particular indicator, such as premature death, you just click on the link. And here you will see how they measured premature death with one of the measures of population morbidity and mortality that is not covered in your text. The years of potential life lost, or YPLL, you'll sometimes see it abbreviated as YPLL before age 75. There's a description of how this is calculated in the tab marked Description above the map, and the data source is located there as well. In this case, it is the National Center for Health Statistics mortality files. A caveat or a warning is in order here. Some of the measures, such as the percent of adult smokers, are derived from the BRFSS, the Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System. With these, there is likely to be a certain degree of measurement error. The BRFSS is a telephone survey conducted annually by the CDC to collect data about health-related risk factors and chronic health conditions and the use of preventive services. It's great for looking at the state-level data. But for those of you taking the biostats or EPI courses now, you may know that the smaller the sample size, the greater chance there is for measurement error. In Arkansas, for example, there are 3,000 interviews collected annually statewide. With 75 counties, this means that only about 40 residents in each county are interviewed. Still, it kind of gives us a ballpark estimate of the level of smoking. You may remember that last week or the week before, I posted this new data source that's called citydata.com. I don't know a bunch about it yet. It does have advertisements that pop up, which makes me a little concerned about its veracity, but not too much because it looks like they've gotten these all from good sources. So this has just scads of different kinds of data, and the way to bypass the fact that it's for cities, you type in the county, like here I've typed in Pulaski County, Arkansas, and that bypasses the map and everything like that. So you can just get right to Pulaski County or whatever county you choose. So when I enter Pulaski County, Arkansas and press enter, this is what pops up, and all of their information is on one long page that you have to scroll down. They start with demographic information at the top, and you kind of have to scroll through it and pick and choose what kinds of variables you want to use, but there are some useful ones. After a little bit of scrolling down, I came across food environment statistics, which is really helpful, and agriculture in Pulaski County. There are a couple of other ones that were right up above the food environment that I thought might be helpful. I think that they have information on number of people per household, which is population density, and then they have some other health-related data if you continue scrolling down this page. And I just want to mention the BRFSS here. I've already spoken about it a little bit, but this is their website. And the first thing that you want to do is look at prevalence data and data analysis tools. And that's the easiest way to get right to a particular state or county. And this site leads you to a map. And you can click on the state that you're interested in. And you'll have to do a bit of clicking around, but you can select from a variety of health risk factors and view data for either the most recent year or for a range of years for a particular indicator. Here I've clicked on people who drink, alcohol consumption, and the blue line is yes, the red line is no. It's a trend over time. Hard to believe that only about 40% of Arkansans drink alcohol, but it is based on survey data. The cool thing about the BRFSS graphs and tables is you can save them, and you just right click on them and save the table, and you can use them in papers with proper citation to illustrate the points that you are making. So if you wanted to look at the trend in smoking over time, this would be a good place to go to look at the state level, and also it will tell you at the national level. It really won't give you county data. And here are the links again. The first one is the primary one that you will need for this assignment. I'll be posting an example paper for you to look at. Please email me or call me if you have questions about the assignment. Remember, this is part 2 of 3. You already have the demographics. Now you will paint a portrait of the health of the county. For the final assignment, you'll be looking at whether there are sufficient professionals and enough infrastructure to support and improve health, and then you'll make recommendations for what is needed. Everyone, please remember to write your report in memo format addressed to a health department, hospital administrator, or county official. That's all for now. Have a good weekend.